Well, everyone, it's been a while. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is rhianaB, and obviously, it's been a while since I have sat in this seat to do a sit-down recorded video. To kind of honor my 3 years of being in Los Angeles, I really wanted to do a sit-down video because I have been away for a while, and I think some people are curious as to what I've been doing, where I've been, and I needed to sit down and kind of talk about it before I move on to hopefully doing some more videos in the future. So first things first, yes, I have a little bit of a new look going on. I got my hair majorly chopped and I curled it last night, so that's why my hair is big and poofy today. I really like it. It's just that time of year that I like getting rid of most of my hair because it just traps all this heat around my face, and I just don't like it when it gets really hot out in California. So this is the new hair. So this is kind of an interesting way to start the video with not only an update but also a new look. But obviously I'm here to talk about why I have not uploaded a video for pretty much an entire year. Obviously, I've been doing lives, which I've actually really been enjoying doing lives, being able to kind of not do as much work to prep a video and to finish a video and just kind of take care of whatever I want to take care of in the moment. I've really been enjoying doing the lives recently, but I do miss doing the whole sit-down process of, recording a video, editing a video, and taking care of all of that. So this is why I have not been uploading a lot of recorded content. First things first, I have made it very clear that ever since I moved out to California, I've been going through a lot of change. And some of that is change in my own life, like, I had to get new jobs, I had to settle into an entire new system of living, and it's a lot, especially when you're doing it by yourself, because, I moved out here with help from my family, but, I've been doing a lot of this on my own, and it's a lot of hard work. And it's been tough. I've struggled a lot recently with my mental health and my actual physical health. So it's been hard to kind of do things that give me joy when my brain and my body are telling me that I shouldn't be interacting with anything at all because I need time to recover. I have been having a little bit of health issues as far as I've been having some issues with my throat, with my stomach. I've been gaining weight, losing weight. It's been really kind of all over the place. So I'm slowly working into getting a better eating schedule, trying to work out a bit more. Obviously, I work 2 jobs, so me running around doing both my jobs can, take a lot out of me. But I'm trying to do it. I am down a little bit of weight, so that's good. But I think the one thing is I had to really confront my mental health. Especially last year and still going into this year. But last year, I finally got a chance to talk to a doctor, and I found out that I suffer from both depression and anxiety. Which for some people who are watching this who know me, that probably doesn't sound like a bit of a surprise. I've been struggling a lot with feeling sad or feeling depressive. I didn't call it depression at the time. I kind of called it, I just had seasonal depression, or I would just have days where it got a lot to me. But I started thinking that it was happening a lot, that I kind of needed a doctor to kind of explain to me or probably tell me if I actually have actual depression, which it turns out I do. And I also have anxiety, nothing like a certain specific type of anxiety, but I just have general anxiety. Which I think, honestly, I've been struggling with both of these issues for a long time. I just never really confronted it because, growing up, you don't really talk about mental health all that terribly much. So, I never thought of it as I actually have a mental condition until more recently. But I'm glad that I finally have kind of opened up about it, and now I know when I'm going through depression or if I'm having an anxiety problem, I can actually refer back to, oh, hey, this is this or this is that. So that's something that's been very helpful for me. and I am on medication. It's nothing too crazy. I'm not taking like large doses of medication, but I am taking some medication, which has really, really helped. It's crazy when I first started taking it, because at first I felt kind of normal, but the first time that I forgot to take it, I actually felt a lot of that kind of like underlining sadness and anxiety flood back in, which really freaked me out for a second. So it's actually been very helpful, especially because I work jobs that involve talking to people, interacting with people, that it has been really, really beneficial. And I'm so happy that I have a chance to, you know, be able to go through life with this now and have a reasoning for why I act the way I act, as well as I can have systems that can help me get through it better than I was in the past. Because if anybody's been a viewer of my channel for a while, you probably have known that I've done several update videos in the past where I have talked about where, you know, I've struggled a lot with, you know, getting through college, or, you know, I would have these just crying fits in the middle of the night because I would just feel so overwhelmed. And all that makes so much more sense to me now than it did at that particular moment. So, yeah, it's just good that I now have an explanation as to what's been going on. But obviously, when you're suffering from any sort of mental condition, whether it is something very small or very big, it affects you and what you do in your everyday life. And because I work so much, you know, there were times where I would come home and I didn't want to do anything other than just lie around and try to escape from the world and just kind of just unwind and detox, or socially detox, as you could probably say. So there were times I didn't have the energy to, you know, sit in this chair and try to put on a video for you all to watch, even though I have many ideas in my head and I wanted to do them last year. And, you know, there's some times this year that I didn't do it because of the same issue. So I'm going to hope that going forward I can take some time to come back to YouTube and start making content again, because I really do miss it. But that's part of the reason why it's been really hard for me to sit down and try to be, you know, smiley, cheery, and happy in a video when inside my head I'm not feeling that way at all, and I'd rather not put on this kind of performance mode just to, you know, just to make a video. The other thing as well is that obviously last year and this year have been a lot of turmoil around the world. It's no secret that America's going through hell right now, and that's putting it mildly for most people. But, you know, there's a lot going on. And every time I go put up my phone and I check the news or I check my social medias, I will see something reflecting to it. And it is important that we are being aware of what's going on, but when you just get bombarded after all of this news, it literally just made me feel so sad and angry that, again, it just affected my mental health. And I guess I probably should have maybe done something to help get me away from that, but, you know, I'm the type of person that sometimes I can stew in my emotions, and that's what's been happening a lot the past year to year and a half. It's not the healthiest thing, and I admit to that, but I'm still working on that sort of thing. But it was, you know, the news is a lot right now, and a lot of us are going through a lot of things right now. But I hope that maybe coming back to YouTube can really help me and help someone else to just escape for a little while, depending if it's a live video or if it's actual sit-down video, that hopefully this can take some people out of whatever hell or crisis they're going through in the moment and just distract them and kind of just take them away from that for a little bit. So I don't want to make this video too terribly long, but, you know, I have been away for a long time. And this is a common thing on my channel. Some of you probably know this. I do tend to take long breaks, usually just because of stuff going on in my life. But I really want to come back to YouTube, and I really miss it. And I'm not saying I'm coming back to a normal schedule, but I do want to start making videos again, and I'll see where I start, because I do have ideas and I want to see where I go with it. And I hope that you all will still be with me and still check out my content. It's been very nice to see these past few months to a year and a half, seeing people still watching my videos and still seeing my content. It still really warms my heart that people still will watch my videos, no matter how old they are, which is really crazy to me, but it really makes me very touched and happy to see that people are still enjoying what I've done. and hopefully you all will continue to do so going into the future. So thank you all so much for this quick little sit down and update with what has been going on with me. Thank you so much for your support. It really means that much to me. And hopefully you'll be back to see some more content for the rest of this year and in the years going forward. And next year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of rhianaB, which is crazy. So let's see what we do for the rest of this year and going into the 10th year of this channel. But thank you all so much for watching. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you will always be updated on my future videos coming out in the future. But that is all from me. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. So until then, bye!